of the 58L out of Seneca Falls. Nick Kuplo was scheduled to go in the 9th spot, not making the call. Green lights are on. Walker leads him into turn 1 and 2 for the first time. Top 4 cars will qualify for tonight's feature event, and Brian Swartout taking the top spot away, and he will lead the group off of turn 4 for the first lap.
And drivers just getting acquainted to the racetrack, and as you mentioned, Swartout out in front of the pack. But here comes the shifter to the top side, crosses over on the number 30 to the inside, takes it away from Walker, and now walking away in number 2 spot.
Another car on the move is Jimmy LaRock.
Can you smell what LaRock is cooking?
No, I'm in the tower. Sorry. Okay. LaRock into the 4th and final qualifying spot. That puts Lauren Lincoln back into conflict territory as he is back in position number 5, and Lincoln having some trouble getting a hold of the racetrack. The surface a little bit slicker tonight than it was last night, and some of these guys might be a little bit off on the setup to start with. Sportout's got it figured out right now. Jim Fortes, though, reeling him in, and LaRock is now up to 3rd. He started out 8th on the speed.
Greg, I don't know, are they doing straight up for the features? So every position is worth basically 5 shots on the racetrack.
It'll be a heads-up start. Winner of the team race has the pole position for tonight's feature event.
And drivers, like you mentioned, looking on the outside in. Lauren Lincoln, Jimmy Spano, guys that, hey, they always run good wherever they're at. Right now, David Walker hanging on to that final spot.
Yeah, Walker is your 4th and final qualifier. Spano is looking to make a challenge on Lauren Lincoln for position 5. He sets it to the outside through turns 1 and 2, and Spano makes the cushion work. He'll take away the 5th spot, put Lauren Lincoln back to 6th, which kind of a surprise. Lauren Lincoln, a regular runner here, and strong runner in 2007 here at the Black Rock Speedway, is just having his troubles right now. But the best is 2nd. Jimmy LaRock puts it underneath. Chip Cortez takes away the 2nd spot.
Able to drive away, but Greg, we're talking about that battle for 4th. Look at Lauren Lincoln, keep it to the bottom of the speedways, all over the back end of David Walker. They're going to be coming around the parallel 6 with 2 more laps left to go, and it's anybody's guess who's going to get the 4th and final ticket in the AMA.
Well, Lauren Lincoln puts a nose underneath David Walker, trying to get that 4th and final qualifying spot. Walker slams the door, Lincoln's got to get out of it, and here comes Jim Spano on the outside. They're going to go 3 wide for 4th, and Walker tries to block Spano on the top side with a white flag in the air for Brian Swartout.
Well, he's blocked just about everything behind him. Final lap around the speedway. You know, Brian Swartout has not had a great year in his Sportsman car. He comes out tonight, Greg, and will cruise to the first qualifying heat race win.
Takes the victory. 2nd's going to go to Jimmy LaRock. 3rd to the 0X of Jim Cortez. 4th and final qualifier with a last lap pass is going to be the JBS 1 of Jim Spano. So Damon Walker, Lauren Lincoln, and Tom Collins, and the 6J machine of next spot. Once again, 4 cars qualified, top 2 redraw. Green lights are on, and we're underway.
And into corner number 1 and 2, they ride the battle on for the lead, and Yale gets into the back of McPherson. Wow, heavy contact there, and Greg, Marcus Dinkins, Justin Wright, John Jewell, well, basically everybody.
Yeah, 5 cars involved in that one over there in turn number 2. Caution lights are on.
So the question is, who gets 4th? I think John Jewell wants it.
Well, John Jewell, first car.
We're kind of lost.
Well, anyhow, we know Dave Yell and Tyler McPherson are up front. Green lights are on, and we're back at it now. Turn 1. Dixon and Jewell going at it.
Oh, and Dinkins into the back of Pratt.
And Smith as well. They all get shuffled around.
I think he actually, well, he scared the backstretch walls with his ghostly painting. But meanwhile, the top 2 races away. And Tyler McPherson and Dave Yell beating the redraw right now.
Went off in turn number 2 and went boom.
And what a battle we've got for 3rd through 6th. Throw the blanket over them. It's cold outside. Into corner 3 and 4.
Now John Jewell has that 4th and final transfer spot. Here comes Justin Wright on the outside. Rob Pratt on the inside. We'll go 3 wide for the 4th spot as they'll chase Mark Dixon into turn number 1, and Pratt is going to try and get 3 for the price of 1. He'll do it. Goes from 6th to 3rd in the matter of a lap.
So now Pratt would start the feature in 12th, but he makes one more pass break, could start on the pole.
And the battle right now is for that 4th and final transfer spot, although Mark Dixon with the worst entrance push you can find in the 140 machine, and about as loose as you can get off the corner. So
You've got some Canadian hoops. Come on, it was bad.
Oh my goodness.
Well, in the flying V formation, making it work is Tyler McPherson, just dominating. And Greg, we are going to have a battle for second. Right now, the 19 has it. You double the 19, you get the 38. See, 19 and 19. Put it together, you get the 38. Gotcha.
Well, right now, who you want to be is 7. Tyler McPherson, 5 laps in, 5 laps left to go as he continues to lead. Dave Yell in second is going to have to contend with Rob Pratt here in the next lap or so as he continues to close in. Justin Wright with that 4th and final transfer spot.
And Pratt obviously has a stout car. Had to go to the back, had his tangles on the first lap of the restart, and now has himself within 1 car length of Dave Yell into the corner. Meanwhile, battle on for position number 5, and that is between the Matt Smith automobile and Mark Dixon. And here we go for second again. Yale drives up, down to the bottom is Pratt. Greg racing back to the line. Greg, 3 more laps left to go.
And that inside line coming around nicely. These Sportsman cars able to work the bottom of the speedway to their advantage. And Rob Pratt is trying to get it done on the inside of Dave Yell, but Yell hanging tough on the top side of the speedway. 2 laps left to go for McPherson.
And this is going to come right down to the finish. Remember, $5,000 on the line. And basically, Greg, if they don't finish in second in this one, it's going to be a lot tougher, even if they were to redraw 10. This is a huge difference. And Pratt pulls him into the corner. White flag coming out. We know Tyler McPherson has this one well in hand. Now, he was the Western poster much of the year in the Western region for the Sportsman, and in a 4th. Rob Pratt was actually second, and Pratt is trying to take second in this one.
Well, off of turn number 4 is the final time. Tyler McPherson in the 777 picks up the win. Battle to the line for second, and Pratt finally completes the slide job on Dave Yell, and not a moment too soon as he'll take the victory, or the second place. Oh, it could be like a victory.
Yep. Oh,
now he's in the redraw. Dave Yell 3rd. Justin Wright, your 4th and final qualifier, sent Matt Smith, Mark Dixon, John Jewell, and Marcus Dinkins to the consolation races. But Tyler McPherson picking up the win.
Impressive.
Second.
Running out the field, the M93 of Mike Entwistle, and the 99R of, is it RP?
P.
Of Greg Penunti. Well, that makes sense.
There you go. So 8 cars set to go, 10 laps. Top 4 qualified, top 2 redraw. Green lights are on off of turn number 4, and we're underway. And Schrader and Kempizinski lead him down into turn number 1. Schrader's going to take the top spot. We're 3 wide for 5th as Penunti and Hickson split the Bob Johnson machine. Put him to the back of the field. Larry White down to the inside. He'll take over the 2nd spot. Here comes Carlson right through for 3rd. He's trying to shuffle Kempizinski back. He's holding tough on the top of the speedway. Still has that 3rd spot. Then opens it up for Penunti in the 99P. He'll move from 5th to 3rd in one fell swoop.
Yeah, nice move there by Penunti to take the position away. Here comes Lumber and Luke Carlson to the outside, inside, trying to take 4th away. He's done it from Kempizinski.
But Danny Kaye works back down to the inside, or tries to, can't quite hold the line. He'll lose another spot now to the M93 of Mike Entwistle, Black Rock Speedway regular, who works to the inside. And problems on the 21J of Bob Johnson. Looks like the right front brake caliper is locked up on that machine. And we've got a 3-way battle for the lead.
And this is huge. Again, you can either start in 13th, you can start on the pole, you can win this heat. Meanwhile, Mike Entwistle has moved himself into a 4th and final transfer position. But we're 3 wide on a turn number 4. And back to the line, Scott Schrader has it barely into Daffy Duck 58. And here comes Larry White to the inside. Crossover, side by side. Schrader takes it back.
Schrader, what a move, right down to the inside, off of turn number 2, backs it down into turn 3, up on the top of the speedway. He'll take the top spot back. Here comes Penunti down to the inside, 3 wide for the lead, and Penunti backs out of it as Larry White moves to the inside, slams the concrete wall with the left front tire, and we're still only halfway through this one.
Well, we had in the first heat event, one of the locals pick it up, then a Canadian. We've got a Canadian in this one, a local and a driver from Phoenix, New York, and again we're 3 wide. Down the front stretch, Schrader still has the advantage with 4 more left to go. Hops over the cushion. Penunti peeks underneath him for a moment. but Schrader quarters back and has the lead by just a half a car length into 3 and 4.
Working the top side, Panunti way down to the bottom, and Panunti gets that great run off of turn number 4, puts the power to the ground, and Montgomery gas 99 feet, takes over the top spot, puts Schrader back to second, but Schrader's still in a redraw spot, so his chances at the pole position don't change as of yet. However, Larry White is right with him, and White knocking on the door down on the inside, but Schrader with 2 to go is moved right down to the bottom of the racetrack.
And Greg, Mike Entwistle is in this one as well. Don't count him out as of yet, because, well, he's been closing it for a while. Meanwhile, Larry White keeps to the inside. Remember, White Lightning has been running here for much of the second half of 2007 with a best of second not too long ago. White flag is out for Greg Panunti. Final time around the speedway. And here we go for a second. Larry White down to the bottom, gets the car loose. Schrader drives away. They're going to have one more chance in turn number 3 and 4. Final time off the corner. Greg Panunti from Port Colborne, Ontario, is going to pick up the win in heat race number 3. Second to the line is going to be Scott Schrader. Just ahead of Larry White, like Entwistle, the qualifying cars. There's going to be Luke Carlson, Danny Kay, and Greg Hickson rounding out the field. So Greg Panunti, Greg, with a nice run, pick up the win. Todd Henderson, is that Bussy?
Very well could be.
Michael Bryan is also out there out of Moneylake Falls.
Daryl Hilkert is out front with Delario, Williams, and Hallett. Their top 4. They're the qualifiers right now. But keep your eyes on the 18-8 from Todd Henderson as O'Brien spins his turn number 4. Caution lights are on.
That's Grant Hilfiger in the 78H. We are green. It's Hollywood! It's in the corner. And Delario's all over him. And O'Brien spins it around. And that is his second spin. Not able to get the car started.
Mark Delario second. Green lights are back on off turn number 4. Turn number 1. Joe Williams right there third. Here comes Henderson up on the cushion around the outside, trying to make the move on Bill Hallett for the 4th and final qualifying spot. He'll put a wheel alongside down into turn number 3, but Hallett drives it in deep, shoves Henderson up the racetrack. He'll hold on to the 4th spot for now.
And it's going to be a good battle in turn number 1. Hilton stays on the inside for the race lead. Delario, though, all over McGregor, still not able to get by Bill Hallett. And meanwhile, in the back of the pack, Hotchkiss and Hilfiger get together, and Hotchkiss just climbed the wall.
So caution lights will come on, and the Hotchkiss 0 backed up on the inside retaining wall. Grant Hilfiger in the 78 gets turned around sideways to avoid. And we slow this one more time. Still just 3 laps in the books here in heat race number 4. 2007 Black Rock Speedway regular Daryl Hilkert, winner of the Sportsman All-Star One-on-One Challenge last night, right here at Black Rock. At the pole position here tonight.
But Greg, with 7 laps left to go, 2 of the biggest favorites in this event, Joe Williams, Todd Henderson, outside of the redraw, coming around with the green flag. Underway in turn number 1 and 2. Hilkert leads on the bottom. Delario gets a little bit more loose than maybe he wanted, but Williams gets a run down the backstretch. Within a half a car length of Hilkert, working to 3 and 4. And Delario gets into the back of Williams.
And Conroe, with some problems on the 42 machine, gets out of the group. Caution lights are on, and we've got some debris on the back straightaway.
Yep.
Not sure whether it's a muffler or... Well, I told you the French fries were good, Rich. You can't even put them down to announce.
He won it last time, changed the tire and got back out there.
That's
He would have
exactly
only lost
right.
1 lap.
Right. Or maybe not at all.
Right.
But the 4 of Daryl Hilkert has the top spot. Green lights are back on off of turn number 4. Here comes Delario right back to the top side. Williams down the bottom. Henderson trying to take a look underneath, and he makes contact with Williams into turn number 1. Everything appears to be clear and green.
And all 4 of these contenders very strong in their own right. They've all had a very nice season at their respective racetrack. Daryl Hilkert is important on their speedway. His local experience is working right now.
He's got the top spot. Delario up on the outside, doing everything he can to try and pull it in. And Todd Henderson, another one with that local experience, trying to make it work for him. But right now, it seems to get the run on Joe Williams. And he seems to the inside of Delario, Williams, and Henderson almost 3 wide out there.
Yeah, and Williams is gaining a little bit more. And again, one more spot. He's in the redraw. Off at turn number 4, they're going to be side by side, coming back to the line. 3 more laps left to go. But how about Daryl Hilkert? Didn't qualify for the feature event last night. Went back over to his Black Rock car, dominated the one-on-one All-Star Challenge, and now is dominating heat race number 4.
It's really got things figured out with the all-black machine, or black frame machine. The other car, the red frame car, for Canandaigua program. Thought one of those had an open motor informed us last night that they are both crate engine powered. So Hilkert doing well with the crate right now, and with 1 lap to go, got this one with the book.
And as it stands right now with the final lap being shown, Joe Williams would start 14th, Todd Henderson back in 19th. This is a 55-lap event, but Delario could be in the redraw. Can he hang on to it? Final time at turn number 3 and 4.
Well, Hilkert is going to put it right down to the inside. He'll cruise to the victory. The drag race is going to be for second. Williams on the inside.
I think he got it.
Oh, my goodness. We're leaving that one up to the scorers to tell us who came across the line.
Chris Higgins in the 19H, followed by the 5 of Don Spadarico. There's Nick Kuplo.
Yeah, Nick Kuplo in the 99C and the 42 machine. Oh, Mike Lance. Green lights are on. We're underway. And Junior Green is going to sneak out front. Here comes Sean Donath up the inside line with that 21 car. Donath is going to take over the top spot into turn number 3, but he slips up the speedway. Junior Green swings back around him to take the lead away, and here comes Chris Heil down to the bottom.
2 very stout runners right behind Junior Green, who doesn't run the Sportsman all that often, and he falls back into spot number 2. Sean Donath is race leading car number 21. But look at Donnie Spadarico, car number 5, spot number 5, gate number 5, trying to move his way. He is alive. 3 laps of the race lead, splitting. Green back around Chris Heil to the inside. Hold in front for the moment. Here comes Donath, side by side, down the backstretch.
Donath and Heil going side by side for the top spot. We're side by side for the 4th and final transfer position. Olmstead flies up the speedway. Here comes Spadarico on the top side. He'll take over that position. Chris Higgins is fighting hard on the bottom of the speedway. He'll take over 5th. Now 4th from Spadarico. But here comes Spadarico back on the top side in a position number 4 once again. But Higgins not giving up on the bottom.
The Ransomville champion upstairs. The Can-Am, the Thunder Alley champion running the bottom. They're dead even at the line. 6 laps inside that one. And those drivers aren't even going to be happy with 4th place. They want to continue to move forward. They both reeled into Junior Green, 75 Junior, into 3 and 4. Coming around this time halfway home in heat race number 5.
Tell you what, Chris Heil, all he did was improve last night here at the Black Rock Speedway as he got used to the racetrack, and we've got a battle for the 4th spot once again. And Spadarico now swings to the outside on Junior Green, and Higgins and Spadarico take over those 3rd and 4th positions respectively. But Junior Green just out of a qualifier now in position number 5. But back on Chris Heil at 5J, we really got things figured out here at the Black Rock Speedway. Mentioned last night, made a great charge towards the end. He gets right up here at the front. Was just shy of picking up the win, but he could be a force to be reckoned with here tonight.
Chris Heil looking good. Here we go for second. Down to the bottom. Chris Higgins. Up into second, but Sean Donath not going to let him have it that easy. And what else is new? Donath is running the top side. Sean Donath subscribes to the theory of running the bottom is like you're admitting defeat. Well, Chris Heil says, if I'm on the bottom, I'm going to be in the race car. I'm dominating.
Although Higgins just got a little bit out of shape off of turn number 2, allowed Donath to close back in on it. Chris Heil is well out in front. 1 lap laps to go. He's just got to keep it nice and steady on the bottom of the speedway if he's going to pick up the win.
And he's doing just that. This track very interesting right now. So, a lot of guys are upstairs, but the fast guys be on the bottom.
He can make that car turn on the bottom of the speedway. He'll get into victory lane as Chris Hiles just did. Chris Higgins is also in the redraw. Sean Donis is in the feature along with Don Manrico. You're in fourth and final qualifiers. So Junior Green, Greg Dowd, Fink, Olmstead, Kuklo, and Lance will all have to do some work through the consolation races. But Chris Heil picking up the win here in heat race number 5. Chris Higgins crosses in the... And Grant Hilfiger rounding out the field. Green lights are on, and we are underway in consolation number 1 for the Sportsman. Keith Hotchkiss is out of shape on the front straightaway, but the green flag, it looks like, will stand.
And we're going to go 3 wide for the final transfer position. I'm sorry, that was for 5th. But meanwhile, Mark Dixon has 4th.
And we got one car around in turn number 2 and another one over the bank in turns 3 and 4. The 99 junior of Mike O'Brien, so that would only leave 1 remaining.
Right.
We'll see what shakes out in both consolation races. But right now, Carlton and Green lead him back to the green flag. We're back on our way, and Junior Green jumps back out in front. Here comes Greg Hickson to the top side. He'll make the move around Jewel and around Dixon, but here comes Grant Hilfiger out of nowhere. The 78 machine to the top side. Got a great run off of turn number 2. Moves around the outside of Mark Dixon. Closing in on the 30 of Damon Walker for 3rd.
Grant Hilfiger is out of somewhere. We just don't know where it is.
Oh, and Hilfiger got tight going into turn number 1. The car pushed on him. Mark Dixon able to move back to the inside and take the 4th and final transfer spot. John Jewell might have to use that guaranteed position as he's back in the 2P.
And he's going to learn how to navigate the racetrack from over there. Caution will fly.
Yeah,
3 laps into the event.
And interesting how this caution might play out as the 78 of Grant Hilfiger may have taken the 4th spot before the yellow flag. So we'll see whether it's Dixon or Hilfiger trying to race his way in, but we'll use a guaranteed spot if need be. Green lights are on, and Hilfiger did indeed take that spot before the caution, and he's looking for more as Carlton puts the slide job on Junior Green. Junior Green center punches him in the rear bumper, and they're going to charge down into turn number 3 for that top spot. Grant Hilfiger is up to 3rd, and he shoots down to the inside off of turn 4. He'll pull alongside of Carlton, looks underneath Junior Green for the top spot.
Greg, the guy I still have my eyes on, Greg Hickson, side by side with Mark Dixon. Those 2 drivers probably better than Damon Walker. Meanwhile, 3 wide back in the pack. Hotchkiss kisses into the front end of Dinkins. Dinkins crosses him back over. Nice move by the number 17. He'll move up the spot. But again, that battle on for the 4th and final transfer position. Walker on the bottom. Hickson on the outside.
Mike Lance is on the move as well in a 42 car. He moves around the outside of Dinkins. We'll move into position number 6, but that a hot battle right now. The 4th and final transfer spot. Greg Hickson looking to the outside on Damon Walker. Charges into turn number 1 on the top of the speedway. Walker down to the inside. Hickson crosses over, makes it work. Greg Hickson steals away the 4th and final qualifying spot.
Yeah, Hickson's got a nice line. He's able to keep a lot of momentum up in the corners, 3 and 4 by doing it on the top, 1 and 2 as we saw in that crossover move. 7 laps home, 3 more left to go.
And Mike Lance might have a clump of mud in the right front wheel as he gets into the back of Damon Walker. Gets him crossed up. Walker gathers it up. He'll continue on. Dives into turn number 3 and tries to get Lance back, but it pushes up. Oh, and now he's going to spin and take out Marcus Dinkins in the process, along with Alan Fink and Damon Walker still trying to get a handle on the... May have picked one up at
Brewerton won the tour race at Brewerton.
Yeah, he is a tour race winner.
Wow.
Green lights are on, and we're back on our way. Mark Dixon trying to get the 5th spot back from Mike Lance.
But here we go for 4th, Greg, and the bottom is left open for Dixon. Dixon and Hickson, side by side for 4th.
Hickson with the advantage on the top side, and he's going to charge to the inside of Grant Hilfiger down into turn number 3. Puts it right in the middle of the speedway, holding on to that 4th spot for now, but Mike Lance up on the top of the racetrack. Hickson down to the inside. Whoa! He gets into the side of Hilfiger. He'll hold on to the 3rd spot, but Grant Hilfiger, or 4th spot rather, but Hilfiger able to drive away. checkers are in the air. Keith Hotchkiss spins, but it's not going to matter. It's junior green, Luke Carlton. Grant Hilfiger and Greg Hickson just barely nipped the 42 of Mike Lance at the line.
So the 0 does a 0 down in the corner, but how about it? If it's something, maybe didn't go to scales after the heat race.
Could be.
Wow, and remember he finished 4th, and Justin Hallett got the transfer position.
And Henderson is not a guaranteed starter.
No.
In any way, shape, or form, so he has to race his way in.
He should be able to do that if he stays out of harm's way, though. I mean, he is 3 wide back in the pack. Look at Justin versus Todd Henderson.
Tom Collins gets wide in turn 4, gathers it back up, closes the door up once again.
How about Danny Kaye?
Yeah, Dan Kapazinski running well. And Todd Henderson, wow, 3 cars in one corner. Henderson into a qualifying spot just ahead of the 6J of Jeff Isabel Jr.
And here comes Lauren Lincoln. He's 1 spot out. Remember, he has the guaranteed spot. And driving over the front of him is Jeff Isabel Jr. Lauren Lincoln.
Oh, Bob Johnson is into the outside retaining wall in turn number 2.
He goes, where'd the phone go?
Got over the right rear tire of Nick Kuplow's 99C, put it right into the wall, and he's going to try and make the right-hand turn, but the car is not agreeing with him.
No, gave it a try, and
yeah.
just as Todd Henderson was taking the lead from Danny Kaye.
Give Bob Johnson the
22nd. So it's not a huge problem, plus he gets some track time. Maybe he didn't go to the scales on purpose.
yeah, right. There you go. Well, we're getting set to go as the Johnson machine is cleared. Green lights are back on, and Henderson's going to take the top spot away from Danny Kaye as the green lights come back on. Spike Smith right down to the inside line off of turn number 2. He'll take away position number 2, put Kevin